Haribol, so nicely explained. You
Thank you, Prabhuji.
went into so many details, so nice. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Tarunji.
Prabhuji.
You
Thank
set
you,
the stage
Prabhuji.
for us to all offer a lamb to. So nicely explained.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So, so let's all offer a little lamb to Krishna, because anybody who offer a lamb to Krishna in this month of Kartik, they will get a lot of spiritual benefit. And we'll all sing the Damodar Ashtakam together. Okay. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashodabiyolukaladavamanam Paramrishtamatyantato Drutya Gopya Rudantam Muhurnetrayukmam Mrijantam Karambojayukmena Shatankanetram Muhushwasakam patrirekānkakanta Stitam graivam damodaram bhaktivatam Iti driksvalīlabhirananda kunde Swakosham nimajjantamakhyapayantam Tadiyeshitagnēshu bhakterjitatvam Puna prematastam satavritti vande Param deva moksham na mokshavadim va na chanyam vrineham vareshadapiha idam teva purnata gopala bala sada me manasya varishtam kimanye idam te mukambojamatyanta nile vritam kundalai snigdha raktaischa gopya Muhushchumbidam bimbarakta darame Manasya varishtam alam lakshya labhe Namo deva damodarananta vishnu Prasida prabho dukkha jalabdi magnam Kripa drishti vrishyati dinam batanu Grihane shamamagya me dakshi drishya Kuveratmajau bhattamurteiva yatva Tvaya mochitau bhakti bhajau kritau cha Tata prema bhaktim swakame prayacha Namaste graho me stidamodareha Namaste studamne suradipti damne Tvadiyo darayata vishwasya damne Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Rasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Hari Bol. So we offer lamp every day. If you offer, it will be very so much of benefit. So you first offer lamb to each of Krishna's little feet, and then his knees, his thighs, then the Damodar. Damodar is the rope on his belly, right? So we all pray to that rope so that we can also bind Krishna in our heart, like Mother Yashoda did with her love. And when we offer that with love, Krishna will accept it. Okay. So who would like to read the translation of the verse?
Prabhuji, can I?
Yes. Let me increase the font size and you can start reading.
Prabhuji, can I also read from my book?
Yes, very good. Okay, okay, so Nitinji goes
Just a
first.
minute, Prabhuji.
Okay. So
Yes, Prabhuji.
yes,
We have
so
to read the first. Can I read the first? I have to read the first verse, sir.
who is that? Tarunji, you already said the story, right? So let's give others a chance. So Nitinji, Chaitraji, Santoshji, and Hemanji, all four of you can go one at a time. So Nitinji, if you'd like to go first.
Yes, I would like to go first.
Yes.
The Supreme Lord, whose formless embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, which is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokola, who I, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter and stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Asoda, who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed to the supreme lord, Shri Damodara, from a humble obeisance.
Hari Bol, very nice reading, Nitinji. Chaitraji, would you like to read, please? Second.
Yes, Prabhuji. Seeing the whipping stick in his mom's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisance.
Hari Bol, very nice, Chaitraji. Santoshji, would you like to read number 3?
Yes, Prabhuji. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning in the inhabitants of Gokula, impulse of ecstasy. Wait, how do you say that word, Prabhuji?
Yeah, ecstasy. Pools of ecstasy. Very happiness. So much happiness.
It is revealing to those devotees who are observed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisance to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times.
Hari Bol. So just this word here, no conception of awe and reverence, because everybody in Vrindavan just thinks of Krishna as a regular person. They just love him just for being Krishna. They don't know that he's God. If you know Krishna is God, then you're always respecting. Krishna doesn't want all that. He just wants your pure love, is what this verse says. Thank you. Very nice, Santoshji. So, Hemanji, would you like to read number 4?
Yes, I would like to go. Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of vindications, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikunutha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bala Gopala in Vrindavan may be manifest in my heart for what is used to me of any other boon besides this.
Very nice, Hemanji. Now, who likes to go next? Tarunji, you wanted to go, so would you like to read number 5?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. O Lord, the lotus says, encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda and your
And your lips.
lips fruit like bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use
To me. Very good.
to me.
Okay. Who would like to go next? Chaitraji, would you like to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisance unto you. O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrow and becomes visible to my eyes.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Chaitraji. Dhruv, would you like to read number 7?
No thanks.
Okay. So, Ayana, would you like to read?
Number 7.
Yes.
O Lord Damodara, just as the two sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with a rope to a golden grinding
Wooden grinding motor.
mortar. In the same way, please give me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation.
Okay. So, anybody would like to read the last verse?
I'll read it, Prabhuji.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisance to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisance to your belly, which is a word of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani. And wait, here's it. And I offer all my obeisance to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes.
Hari Bol. Very nice. Okay, so then we'll go to what we were learning for the past few weeks. We are learning, and let's first do a quick recap, and then we'll go to today's class. So, anybody remembers what we learned in last class?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. In the last class, we learned about the story of Akruta
Yeah.
and learned about the rest, about the story when Lord Shri Krishna and Balrama went to when Lord Shri Krishna and Balrama went to Mathura at the city of Kamsa.
Okay, very good. So now Nitinji has raised his hand. So Nitinji, would you like to tell us in what you learned last class?
No, it was just an accident.
Oh, okay, okay. So then it's a Chaitraji. Would you like to tell us? I see your hand is raised. Would you like to
Yes,
tell us any
Prabhuji.
points? Yes,
Yes,
please.
Prabhuji. Akruta goes to Vrindavan and then tells Krishna that you have a job to finish and you need to kill Kamsa, so come to Madhura with me. And then Krishna says okay, and then he goes with he goes with him. But then whenever they get on a chair and are about to leave, all the gopis come and everybody fall under the chariot and says that you can't leave, it won't be fun without you here. But then Krishna promises them, it's okay, don't worry, I'll be back and safe. And then they finally somehow let go of him, and then he goes. And they watch him until the last dust particle of the dirt goes away. And then Akruta wanted to, after they like were after they went a little bit far away, Akruta wanted to take a bath. So he left Krishna and Balram there, and then he went to take a bath. But then instead he saw Lord Vishnu's true form, and then he was very shocked. And then he noticed that Krishna was the Supreme Lord. And then he goes back, and then he says, I know who you two are, I know who you two are. And then he's about to pray, but then Krishna tells that it's okay, don't pray to me, because nobody else knows that I'm the Supreme Lord. And my father and everybody's coming behind us, so don't pray to me. And then they finally reach Madura, and then Akruta, like he asks Krishna and Balrama to come to their house, but then he says, no, I can't, I had to go and stay in the camp that my father has set. And then he goes there, and then he tells Nand Maharaj that I'm going to go and visit Madura. I want to see how it is. And then he leaves. And then he finds this man who washes the clothes of the royal family.
Yes,
And
yes.
then he's like, if you have a pair of clothes, can you please give it to me? Because I need to go visit Madura, and I need to go visit Kamsa to talk with him. And then, but then the washer is so like, he has so much head weight that he's like the royal clothes washer. And that's why he's like, no, you have to go over there. You're very poor. How can I give you these clothes? These are royal. And then Krishna gets angry because that washer is the same washer in Ramayana, which he was the cause of Ram and Sita splitting up.
Yes, yes, yes.
So he just like punched him on his head, and then the washer died. And then after a while, he goes and sees this woman. He goes and sees
Yes.
this woman with a hump on her back. I think
Yeah.
her name is
So before that, there is one more. There's a weaver
Oh
who.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
so he visits the weaver, and then he goes and asks him for a pair of clothes, and then the weaver gives it to him because he is actually he was like praying, like in Ramayana he
Yes.
was to stitch clothes for Ram and Sita and everybody's wedding, and
Yes.
he wants
Yes.
to
Yes.
visit Ram because he hasn't seen him. Like he wants him to come to his house and stay there for a while, and but then whenever Krishna came and asked him to get some clothes and like stitch some clothes for us, please. He was so happy to see him. He notices who he was and then asks him to come inside. And then Krishna also feels happy. He comes inside, and then the weaver goes and stitches some clothes for him, and stitches some ornaments for him made out of cloth, which look royal. And
Yeah.
then took, Krishna takes those, and then he leaves. And on
Yes.
the way, and on
Yes.
the way, yeah, his name is Sudaman, the
Yeah.
florist.
Yeah.
And he goes there to ask for some flowers, and then um he asks for the garlands, and then he gives the garlands to Krishna, and then he feels so happy for him. And then after that, on the way back to the camp, he finds a woman. I think her name is Kubuja.
Kubja. Yeah. Kubja.
Yeah, he goes and meets her. She has a hump on her back, and she heard about Krishna, and that he's very brave, and he defeated all the monsters, and people in Vrindavan call him like he's divine. And then she goes, and then Krishna also notices her, and then he goes to her and asks her, "You look why do you have a hump on your back?" And then Kubji says that I think somebody gave her a curse. She said I think somebody gave me a curse. And then Krishna feels bad, and then Krishna knew that she was very nice and humble, so he tried to he cured her hump on her back.
Yes. Yes. Very good. And very nice narration, Chaitraji. And Kubja was Shurpanaka in a previous life. So
Yes.
when Kubja called Krishna to go to her home, Krishna said, "No, I have a job to do." So Krishna left. Very good. And then last we discussed about this slide. Anybody would like to describe about this? Ashmita ji, you are very quiet. Did you want to tell us what you remember about this? No? Okay.
I remember about this one. Did we say that yet?
No.
Can I say?
Okay.
So Kamsa wanted to show that to Krishna and Balarama that he was welcoming them well. So he wanted to do the Shiva bow ceremony, like you have to tie the string.
Yeah.
And then Krishna wanted,
No, Dhanur Puja was part of the program. So,
yeah.
so Lord Shiva's bow, just like what Ram had lifted up, was set up there.
Yeah, and then Krishna and Balaram wanted to tie it.
Yeah.
But when they wanted to tie it, it broke in two. And then all the guards surrounding it,
Yeah.
they attacked Krishna and Balaram, but then they just used the two bow pieces to defeat them.
Right. So then Krishna and Balramji are going around Mathura, and then they come back to camp. And Nanda Maharaj said, I told you to be low profile in Mathura because this is not where you live. And Kamsa is a cruel king. And now you have killed that cruel washerman and the soldiers of Kamsa. Don't know what's going to happen. So they all went to bed that day. And then the next day dawns, and we'll start our class for today. So Nanda Maharaj said, where are you going, Krishna? Krishna said he's going to bathe in the Yamuna. And then Nanda Maharaj said, okay. Yes, Santoshji, did you have anything you want to say? Okay. So, so Krishna said, okay, we will meet you in the wrestling arena. So Krishna and Balramji went to the Yamuna, took a bath, and then they're coming to the wrestling arena. And as they're coming, they hear those big banging drums, and so the whole place is set up for this a trap that King Kamsa was setting up for Krishna. He sent all these demons to Vrindavan, but none of them could kill him. So he was setting up a bigger trap with all his best wrestlers and a very, very ferocious elephant called Kuvalayapida. And this elephant had a big history also. So Kamsa got this elephant from a king called Jarasandha, who is actually Kamsa's father-in-law. And what happened was Kamsa was doing something, and this elephant was coming to disturb, and Kamsa had thrown this elephant 80 miles away. And then Jarasandha said, whoa, who's this guy who can throw this very, very big elephant? Jarasandha was very impressed with Kamsa, and that's how Kamsa got this elephant, and also Jarasandha's two daughters were married to Kamsa. So this elephant was deployed by Kamsa, and it had the Mahat, Mahamatra is his name. He was entrusted to guard the gates, the entrance to the wrestling arena, and to stop Krishna and to finish Krishna right there. But nobody can finish Krishna. So this elephant was charging against Krishna. Krishna initially was very playful. He went and hid under the feet of the elephant, like between the 2 feet, and the elephant was looking everywhere, couldn't find it. And then Krishna went behind and then was hanging on the tail of the elephant. And then just like he used to hang on the tail of a calf in Vrindavan as a baby, and he was playing with the elephant, but the elephant became very, very angry, and elephant tried to trample on Krishna. And by the time Krishna just broke the tusk and killed that elephant and Mahat, who was trying to hurt Krishna and Balram. And the blood from the elephant smeared on Krishna, but it was still looking. Krishna was looking very, very attractive, even though there was it was just sprays of blood from that elephant, but it is not Krishna wasn't covered in blood or anything. But then Krishna and Balram took the tusks of the elephant, like you see in this picture, and they advanced forward. So the first trap that Kamsa set up to harm Krishna and Balramji failed. And as Krishna and Balramji were going, there was a big arena there, and the whole of Mathura was sitting and watching, and the ladies were looking. Oh, oh, Krishna is so beautiful. So each person in the arena was looking at Krishna differently. So similarly, when we go to a temple, or a person with bhakti going to a temple, thinks of the deity as the Lord Himself and prays. There are others who thinks it's just a piece of stone. There are others who come and destroys the temple, like we recently heard about in Bangladesh. There were some miscreants who came and broke the temple, right? So everybody, it's the same place, but they see different. So similarly, when Krishna is entering the big wrestling arena, each person was looking at Krishna different. So there were about 5 wrestlers. So there were 5 wrestlers that Kamsa had set up. These were his best wrestlers, and he knew this second trap. He wanted the wrestlers to harm Krishna. But as they were coming, these wrestlers were looking at Krishna, and they understood he's like Indra's thunderbolt. They could see the power of Krishna even after killing the elephants. They knew that Krishna was not a normal young. Krishna's age was only 11 years and 6 months when he was coming into this arena. And all the people there, the mothers and fathers, they were like, oh, this is like just our son. How can this little kid fight with these wrestlers? These are the most powerful wrestlers in the world. How this is injustice. And to the regular people, Krishna looked as a great, beautiful personality. Everybody was feasting their eyes by looking at Krishna, because when they look at Krishna, it's like they were drinking nectar. See, Krishna is the embodiment of all the beauty in the world, right? So they just wanted to keep on looking at the Lord. And then the females, the unmarried girls in the arena, they were looking at Krishna as a hero and as the Cupid or Madan himself, because he's the most eligible and the most beautiful young man or smart young man. So then the cowherd men were looking at, oh, this is our kingsman who is coming in. This is our own person, right? And then the bad kings, the Kshatriyas, they were seeing, oh, this is a strong ruler, the next ruler who is coming, and he is really going to chastise us and put us in our place. We can't be cruel much. And then Nanda and Yashoda were also from the camp. They had reached the arena, and they were seeing, oh, this is my beautiful young loving son. And Kamsa, he is the king of the Bhoja dynasty, and Kamsa was up top here. His full picture is not shown here, but he was in the dais sitting, and he was seeing Krishna as Yamaraj himself, as death personified. And to the unintelligent people, there were some people who were thinking, this is just a little boy. He's incapable of fighting anybody. He should be in school learning some ABCs. They were just thinking of Krishna as an incapable person. And there were some yogis in the crowd, and they were thinking of Krishna as the super soul. That's a soul in everybody's, super soul in Paramatma in everybody's heart. So very knowledgeable yogis knew exactly who Krishna is. And then the descendants, the Vrishni dynasty, that's the dynasty of Vasudeva. So they were looking at Krishna as, oh, this is a very powerful person in our dynasty. So we are very blessed to have him in our lineage. So then Krishna entered the arena, and this big wrestler, his name is Chanur, he came forward. And everybody was saying, this is not a fair fight. This is a little boy, and this is a huge wrestler. They shouldn't be fighting. And then Krishna was trying to be smart too. He's like, oh, I don't think I should be fighting you. Why are you coming and challenging me? And then Chanur said, "Oh, though you look like a young boy, don't be smart. I know you killed the elephant. I know you have killed many demons in Vrindavan." And Krishna said, "Those, that like Vatsasura, Keshi, they were all old horses, and they just came and they just were old. That's why they died. The elephant's tusk got stuck in the ground, and the elephant died." So Krishna was trying to make some stories to kind of make Chanura not fight with him, just playing with the theme there, where Chanura was saying, you should fight with me. But then Chanura still came and attacked Krishna, and there's another person, Mushtika, who came to attack Balramji. So those are two of them you can see here. And what happened was they started fighting, and then Chanura, each one was throwing each other. So Krishna was just enjoying the chivalry, and allowed Chanura to fight with him, to throw him, drag him, but Krishna throws him. And then all of the girls and ladies, they were getting anxious for Krishna. And then Krishna didn't want them to feel too anxious, so Krishna just hit Chanura on his chest 3 times, and then Chanura fell down dead. And then Balramji also finished off Mushtika, who was coming. And then there were 5 others who came running to Krishna to fight. Not 5 others. So 3 more wrestlers came to fight. Their name was Kuta, Shala, and Toshala. So Kuta was removed by Balramji. Shala and Toshala, again Krishna killed those 2 also. So totally 5 wrestlers were there. And then what happened was Kamsa became very scared. His second trap was also destroyed, and he suddenly stood up. Everybody in the arena was so happy that these little boys, they won against these 5 humongous wrestlers. But only Kamsa was sad because now Krishna is nearing him. He's the 3rd final fight that's left. So he stood up very angrily, said, "Arrest these 2 boys, put them in jail, kill Vasudev and Devaki, who's in jail, kill my father Ugrasena, who's also in jail." Ugrasena was the father of Kamsa, who Kamsa put in jail and became the king himself. And then when he said that, Krishna doesn't tolerate his devotees being harmed by anyone. So Krishna jumped from the wrestling arena all the way top to the throne or dais of Kamsa, and threw him into the wrestling arena. And with just one thump, he killed Kamsa and just dragged Kamsa as a wild animal that just pulls their prey away. So just to show that this evil Kamsa was dead. So once Kamsa was dead, Kamsa is actually Devaki's brother, right? So he's his maternal uncle. So it is not right to kill your uncle, but Krishna had to kill Kamsa because of all the bad things he was doing to his devotees. So when Kamsa's 8 brothers, Kamsa had 8 other brothers headed by Kanka. So they also came running to fight Krishna, but then Krishna didn't want to break all the rules. He broke the rule of killing an uncle just because he is so bad, but then he let Balramji.
Wait, Krishna isn't bad.
Krishna is not bad. Krishna is above all the rules because he has the greatest absolute truth, right? But then for others not to, he also tries to follow the rules, like you shouldn't kill your uncle even if he's bad, but then Krishna had to do it. So he didn't want to kill his other 8 uncles. So he let Balramji kill them because Balramji just killed them with the tusk he had in his hand. You see Balramji is waiting here with the tusk. So when this Kamsa's brothers came running, you see Balramji attacks them, and Krishna doesn't kill them, but Balramji kills those eight brothers of Kamsa also. And now everybody is so happy that the evil persecution of Kamsa is over, and Krishna goes to the jail, and Krishna goes to jail where Kamsa had kept Ugrasena as well as Vasudeva and Devaki captive. From the time where Narada Muni, if you remember in the previous class we discussed how Narada Muni said actually Krishna is Devaki's son and Vasudeva's son, and they had exchanged for the baby girl. And Vasudeva and Devaki had never seen Krishna since the day he was born, because on the day of birth, Vasudeva had gone and put Krishna in Vrindavan, in Gokul. So this is the first time they were seeing after 11 years and 6 months. So they had missed all the childhood pastimes. But Vasudeva and Devaki, initially they were standing as if Krishna is God. They were praying to Krishna as he was coming, because they knew Krishna had killed Kamsa, and he's none other than the Supreme Lord. But Krishna, when he came running, he wasn't feeling happy, because he's seeing his parents after 11 years and 6 months,
So
and
he
they
was
are
happy and crying.
and they were praying to him. He didn't want that, so he used his yoga maya to change their mind to Vatsalya Bhav. So Vatsalya Bhav means thinking of parents thinking of with loving eyes to their child. So that's why you see in this picture they're lovingly hugging and kissing their Balramji and Krishna. And so Krishna is enjoying the Vatsalya Ras, and he says sweet words to them. Oh, a child who doesn't take care of their parents is very, very bad. And I have not been able to be with you for 11 years and 6 months. You have missed all my time when I was a child, when I all that I did. So when I was 5 years old, then 10 years old. So we are really indebted to you, and now we have come to save you, and we'll be with you. And they were very happy, and they're hugging and kissing Krishna because he's saying sweet words to them, and they really missed Krishna and Balram. And then Krishna goes and releases Ugrasena. Ugrasena was also put in jail by Kamsa, right? So he established Ugrasena as the king, and Ugrasena is coming in the Bhoja dynasty. He doesn't, Ugrasena is declared the king of the surrounding regions. There were Yadavas, Bhojas, and many other clans, but Krishna makes Ugrasena the king of all those clans. Earlier Kamsa was the king, but now Ugrasena is made the king because Ugrasena is a devotee and he's a nice person. He's Krishna's grandfather. Because he's Devaki's, is in the same level as Devaki's father, right? So it's Devaki and Kamsa were actually cousins. So he established Ugrasena, and then Vasudeva said, "Oh, now we have to do the thread ceremony for Krishna and Balram." So it's like a second initiation. They give Gayatri mantra, they gave a thread to Krishna, and in next class we will learn about how Krishna goes to his Gurukul, and he finishes learning in just 64 days in Shantipani Muni's ashram. So we'll learn all that next class. So are there any questions so far, or can we go to the Kahoot quiz?
We can go to the Kahoot.
Okay, great. So not sure if all of you can see the screen. I'm starting the Kahoot. So the pin is 3568662. Santosh ji is in. Hari bol.
This right?
Yeah, 3568662. Yes. Okay, Ayana is in. Everybody is taking time today to join.
Like you did last class.
Krishna is in. Hari bol. Tarunji.
Why are you so mad?
Taru. Tarunji. Tarub. Okay. So who is that? Are those the two wrestlers who are fighting Krishna and Balramji? Chanur and Mushtik. Is that the two wrestlers between?
No, Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji. I
Okay.
am the devotee of Lord Sri Krishna.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. You are protected by Krishna.
So the faces represent Krishna is very mad when Kamsa wants to defeat his own father.
Yes.
My
Okay.
eye will be
Chaitra is on. Who else is joining?
Prabhuji, we have 8 participants, but only 4 have joined, 5 have joined.
Yeah, Dhruv has joined because I can see Megalodon.
I was gonna be called a fountain. I'm not the Megalodon.
You're not the Megalodon? Then who is that mystery person? Okay. All right. So we have 5 participants. Does anybody need more time? Now, can we start?
Prabhuji, we can start.
Okay, that's a falcon.
Oh, that's probably Dhruv.
Okay, Dhruv is a falcon.
Yes, Prabhuji, now we can
Any
start.
idea how to kick me out and make me join back in?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll cross out Megalodon.
Okay. All right. So we can start then. So we are missing Tyra ji, we are missing Ishwar and Meenakshi today, but we can get started then.
Why should Ishwar and Ji and Meenakshi ji here today?
It's probably even Tyra ji had her exams, right? So they may be studying. Okay, let's go ahead and start.
Hey, don't start without me. I'm joining back.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were Falcon.
Falcon, not a Falcon.
Okay, you can join now. What was the name of the terrible elephant that guarded the door to wrestling arena where Krishna was supposed to fight? Keshava, Kuvalayapida, Gajaraj, Gajendra.
Sorry, Prabhuji, Gajendra is not the answer.
Yes, Kuvalayapida. Yes, Tarunji, you are in first place. Everybody is zeros. What? Okay. Second question. Krishna dragged Kuvalayapida for 25 yards just as a wrestler drags his opponent, a lion drags his prey, a cheetah drags lamb, Garuda drags an insignificant snake. You got to guess this. So Krishna moved as if it is. Yeah, it's okay. But right answer is nobody got it right.
Wow,
Okay.
these are hard.
Lord Krishna killed Kuvalayapida and its keeper with a bow, tusk of elephant itself, the Sudarshana Chakra, help of Lord Balram. Yes, very good. The bow he broke in the previous night. Okay, true or false? Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. True or false?
I don't know that. I just.
Is this statement true or false? Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum.
Oh, that's only true.
Yes. Because Vasudeva Sutam is Krishna. Devam, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Kamsa, Chanur. Just learn Kamsa and Chanur was the wrestler. Both were killed by Krishna. Mardanam. Yeah. Devaki Paramanandam. So he gives happiness to Devaki, his mother. Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Krishna is the Guru of the whole world. So all these are true. Okay, very good. Okay. Krishna had killed Kamsa. True or false?
Wow.
Yes, an easy one, but somebody said false. I thought I would win this question. I hoped everybody would get this right.
Did someone accidentally click it?
Yeah, probably. Okay.
But if you wanted to click that,
who was the father of Kamsa? Surasena, Durasena, Kamasena, Ugrasena. Ugrasena. Everybody got it right. Except one.
Durasena.
Somebody said Durasena. No, it's Ugrasena. Okay. Okay. Seventh question. Why were wrestlers Chanur and Mushtika upset about fighting Krishna? They were too tired. It was against the rule of Dharma. It was too hot. They wanted money. So initially, remember, they were talking. So yes, it was against the rule of Dharma for big, old wrestlers to fight little kids. But they were taunting Krishna to fight them. Okay.
I'm still in the third place.
Okay. How did Krishna make Devaki and Vasudeva love him like their son and not as the Lord? Used his yoga maya, took his baby form, reminded them about his birth, showed them Vrindavan pastimes. Oh, you are all so fast. You all answered it. Most of you answered it correctly. Good job.
But again, don't you think speed is okay? You should get a curse.
How did Krishna bid farewell to Nanda and Yashoda? With sweet words, assuring that they are his parents, promising to come to Vrindavan, all of the above. It's all of the above. Very good. Everybody answered it. And this part I didn't even mention it in the class. So it looks like you all are Mahabhagavats. You all know everything. So actually after the fight, after Krishna liberated Vasudeva, Devaki and Ugrasena all from the prison, he was his parents Nanda and Yashoda stayed with him for a few days, and then they had to go back to Vrindavan, and they were very sad when they were leaving. So Krishna said sweet words. Oh, actually though you are my foster parents, when we were orphans, you are the one who took care of us. We really love you so much, and we would miss Vrindavan. We will come soon and meet you all there, but I have to do some work here, and I have to be with my real biological parents because they have never seen me. So he said sweet words, and they said bye and left for Vrindavan.
Poor
So
Krishna has to go through so much just to defeat Kamsa.
okay, 10th question. Ugrasena belongs to which dynasty? Bhoj dynasty, Andak dynasty, Yadu dynasty, Kuru dynasty.
Oh, I clicked the wrong one.
Clue is Vasudev is Yadu dynasty. And Duryodhana is like Kuru dynasty. So it's actually Bhoj dynasty.
What?
And there's a big story. There's why Yadu dynasty can be the rulers of many kingdoms. They'll only have. So it's based on a story of Yayati. And Yayati had cursed their son Yadav never to be the big ruler. They would just, because he had Yayati asked his son to take his old age and give his youth. Yayati didn't, and it was actually another son, Puru. Yeah, Puru. Yayati is Devyani's husband. So there is a big story on that. We can't cover it.
Yeah,
here.
my dad told me that.
Okay. So Krishna is in first place, Santoshji, Ayana, Tarunji, and GFRGH, who joined late but is in 5th place. Very good.
GFRGH.
Okay, how many wrestlers did Krishna and Balram kill before killing Kamsa? 5, 2, 3, 1. Yes, so 5 is the right answer. 2 are the main 2 was Chanur and Mushtik. And then there were 3 also who ran towards Krishna and Balram after Chanur and Mushtik were killed. They were Kuta and then Shala and Toshala. Kuta was killed by Balramji, and then Shala and Toshala were again killed by Krishna. Okay, so 5 wrestlers. Okay, 12th question. Krishna killed Mushtika and Balram killed Chanura, Kamsa's wrestlers. True or false? Yeah, it's false because Krishna killed Chanura and Balramji killed Mushtika. It is a trick question.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
why I clicked
Santoshji is in first place. Very nice. How many times did Krishna punch Chanura before throwing him? 1, 3, 13.01.
What? So it's like this. So it's like
Yeah,
this.
3 times. Most of you got
1, 2,
that.
3.
Okay. All right. Last question, true or false? When Chanura hit Lord Krishna was disturbed like an elephant is when hit by a flower garland. True or false? What do you think? When Chanura hit Krishna, what was it like? When Chanura hit Lord Krishna was disturbed. Yeah, Krishna cannot be disturbed.
Santosh, probably me. No.
Krishna, and first place goes to?
Me?
Okay. In the end, somehow you sneaked in. And 4th is Tarunji and 5th is GRFGH. So everybody who played won. And thank you so much for joining. We are exactly on time today. And Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, Vancha Kalpatarupascha, Sindhupya Evacha, Patitanam, Pavanipyo, Vaishnavipyo, Namo Namaha. So, looking forward to having all your association next week when we'll discuss about Krishna's training in Santipani Muni's ashram.
Krishna's training?
Yeah, Krishna doesn't need training, but he's teaching us that we all should take training. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hi, Prabhuji.
Have a great
Bye.
Krishna conscious week.
Bye.
Pray to Krishna during Kartik month. It will give you a lot of benefit. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Chant more rounds. Hare Krishna.